Well, this weekend, Zaza Pachulia fell on Russell Westbrook. And, it was a very controversial thing. Zaza fell on Russell Westbrook's legs. And again, very controversial. Some people say that this was an accident. Other people say this was a dirty play, that Zaza is a dirty player. Here, I'm going to roll a clip. 2 weeks ago, I was playing basketball at the rec center. And we played it. It was me and my buddies. We were all small, about 5'10". Average dudes, not great athletes. We're good, average basketball players. We play a game it's 5-on-5, against a team that has 3 dudes that are 6'5", and just yoked. They are big, they are built, they are huge. And they're very talented. They can shoot threes, they can dribble to the lane. These guys were way, way better than us at the sport of basketball. Bigger, stronger, more athletic, name it, all of them. They were just fundamentally better athletes and better basketball players than we were. So we had to play incredibly scrappy to compete. To make up for our lack of talent and our lack of size, we had to play very chippy. When they would drive to the lane, I'd bring a shoulder. I'm doing everything I can to not let him score on me. Because I knew if I wasn't incredibly physical, this dude was going to make me look stupid. He would embarrass me if I didn't play incredibly physical. And they argued, they were mad, they complained a lot. I didn't feel bad at all. I did whatever it took for me to win. And some people are arguing that is what Zaza did against Russell Westbrook. Simply not the case. I watched that Russell Westbrook play. The play is over. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. Zaza fell after the play had ended. If Zaza was competing really hard and doing everything he could to stop Russell Westbrook from scoring, that's one thing. It's one thing to play really chippy and really aggressive to try to make up for a lack of talent, which we all agree Zaza has a lack of talent when it comes to him or Russell Westbrook. But the thing is, the play was over. The play had ended. Not to mention, Zaza has a history of weird, dirty, controversial plays. So yeah, I do think Zaza's a dirty player. I do agree. I understand the argument that, well, Zaza is just a tough competitor and he's doing everything he can to stop Russell Westbrook. That might be the case if it was in the middle of a play, but the play was over. Everybody had moved on. The basketball wasn't even near Zaza when it had happened. I think Zaza's dirty. I'm going to compare it to this play. There was a play last year in the football season where Rob Gronkowski dove and drove his shoulder into Tre'Davious White. I want to get that name right. Tre'Davious White. Rob Gronkowski was suspended for a week. The play had ended. And then Rob Gronkowski dove into the Bills player, shoulder first, who was laying on the ground. Very similar, except it was a little more clear Rob Gronkowski did it intentionally. It's the same play. The play is over. Everybody's ready to move on. And then another guy lands on another person. Now, the NBA decided not to punish Zaza. Zaza's a dirty player. No doubt about it. Do I care? No. I don't care. I don't mind Zaza being a dirty player. It happens. Those people exist. Everybody's saying Zaza's a dirty player, therefore Zaza's a bad person. They're not mutually exclusive. You can be a dirty player, which, love it or hate it, I don't hate it. I actually enjoy that. I think it's interesting. And the fact that the NBA did not charge Zaza with anything, no suspension, no fine, literally nothing, tells me Zaza didn't break any NBA rules. I like that even more. If you can find a loophole in the system, if you can find a way to beat the system, oh man, I love that. I did that in high school all the time, and I appreciate when NBA players can do that. It's cheap, but a few cheap plays here and there to piss off your opponents, I really don't mind. That's how I play basketball. Look at me, I'm 5'10", I can't dunk, I'm not very talented, I gotta do what I gotta do. And I don't mind. Zaza's a dirty player? Yeah, 100%. But I don't really mind it. But the reason why it's a dirty play was the play was over. And Zaza, I don't care who you are, Zaza landed on him intentionally. We all know it. The play was over, and Zaza continued it by landing on Russell Westbrook's legs. So Zaza, again, in recap, is a dirty player, and I really don't care. I don't mind it. I enjoy that. I think that kind of basketball has a place in the sport. As long as you're not breaking any rules, it's fascinating. It's interesting. I hope nobody gets hurt. But I like it. I do. Zaza gave me something to talk about that from an otherwise pretty boring weekend of sports. Now, let's be honest. You like it. I like it. I'm glad Zaza did it because it gave us a conversation, which is very fun for me. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this podcast. Share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. Copy the link. Share it on Reddit, maybe. I don't understand Reddit. And if you really like this podcast, if you love this podcast as much as I do, remember that you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and on Google Play. Spotify coming very soon. Thank you so much and have a great day.